Is the earth the first stage of a purgatory? It means a purification that leads to eternal life. This is the first question that must be asked. When we look at earthly life, our instinct to us who inhabit the earth is to say to ourselves, what is life? The only life that is given to us, that we must make the most of being happy on earth, because after there is nothing. Well, from a Christian perspective, that's absolutely not it. To understand it properly, we must remember the dream of Jacob, which in the book of Genesis is central to explaining already at the time what earthly life is. Jacob falls asleep in a sacred place and he has an overwhelming dream, one of those dreams that we remember the next day. It's not just a dream, it's not the imagination. He sees a ladder planted on the earth with its top reaching heaven and angels ascending and descending that ladder, and he wakes up upset. Well, this ladder is the image of what our life is. And the first rung is life on earth. It's essential to understand, because if you have that perspective, then everything becomes crystal clear. We say to ourselves, but there are injustices on earth, people who have nothing but happiness and others who have nothing but unhappiness. It's unjust. God is unjust. In reality, if we consider the earth as the first rung, and there are 5 other rungs before heaven, the 7th heaven we could say, and we will see it in other videos. So having arrived in eternal life, we will see that all men without exception have had their hearts purified either in this world or in the next, except those who freely confronted with what it is that this mystery in other rungs of the ladders, for example in the third where Christ appears in his glory, freely rejects it, saying, I don't care of this paradise, I prefer solitary freedom, which you call hell and which I call paradise. In this case, obviously the earth is not for him a purgatory, but rather the choice where he has determined for the love of himself, pushed to the contempt of this God, despite everything, the sufferings, the wandering, which he will have had on earth. He will have resisted, but that's something else. Looking at the earth as the first rung of a ladder changes everything. We are no longer inhabitants of the earth, but we understand that we are walking, and when old age arrives, we say to ourselves, it's all over. All of a sudden, we say to ourselves, but no, all is not finished. We are in the rising life, rising towards eternity. We become young again because there is an absolutely fabulous future which awaits us as soon as this old body is going to leave. Our soul comes out of it to go through other stages of purification.